Buttigieg cites his age as an asset, and that as a millennial, he understands the particular challenges which face this generation. 67% of millennials have to save for at least 20 years to afford a down payment on a home, and 90% of Americans earn less than $100,000. According to Business Insider, American millennials have an average net worth of less than $8,000, meaning they're financially worse off than any other generation before them. After graduating from Oxford in June of 2007, a 25-year-old Pete Buttigieg was hired by the consulting firm McKinsey & Company, where he earned over 6 figures a year as a consultant. At 27, Buttigieg became a homeowner, purchasing his current home for $125,000. Earning a 6-figure income and buying a home well before age 30 means Buttigieg has no direct experience dealing with some of the biggest obstacles that the vast majority of millennials face.
Buttigieg cites the existence of millionaires and billionaires to justify denying Americans universal access to a free public education and to deny the cancellation of all student debt. This is despite the fact that 45 million American borrowers currently owe $1.5 trillion in student debt.
I just don't believe it makes sense to ask working-class families to subsidize even the children of billionaires.
Buttigieg has used this argument repeatedly, in spite of the fact that no candidate has proposed funding free tuition with low or middle-income Americans' tax dollars. According to the outlet Popular Information, economist Mike Conzel estimates that the children of the very wealthy would comprise just 1.4% of the total spending of free public higher education. This is because the total number of children in this category is relatively small, and many of them will choose to attend elite private institutions. And according to a Nobel Prize-winning economist quoted in the article, a means-tested program like Buttigieg's would lead to substantial administrative costs. In the New York Times, economist David Deming points out that the federal government spent $91 billion on policies that subsidized college attendance in 2016, and that the cost of making all public colleges and universities tuition-free would be at minimum $79 billion. In short, Deming concludes, at least some and perhaps all of the cost of universal tuition-free public higher education could be defrayed by redeploying money that the government is already spending.